Hi guys, welcome back to Legal Podcast SA. And yes, we are back at Saint Studios. There's no other home. There is no other way, guys. Even if you make me offers of recordings for R2, I'm not coming. Welcome to Saint Studios where there is aircon. It is cold, but we are not feeling cold here. We are well taken care of. Everything starts from 400. 1, 2, 3, 4. On this episode, I am bringing the best. The one thing you guys have been asking for, paralegal, a senior paralegal at that, a very, very busy woman, very. This woman is somebody that I have followed on TikTok, and I'll just see paralegal seminars, and I went through and I checked. Paralegal is not just being a PA, and we are all gonna learn today. Hi, ma'am. Welcome to Legal Podcast SA.
Thank you so much for having me. Hi, everyone.
Can you please introduce yourself to the viewers?
Okay, so I am Thandi Mkhondo. I'm popularly known as the senior paralegal. I'm the founder of Senior Paralegal Consultants, and I'm also the founder of SAPTI, which is SA Paralegal Practical Training Institute.
Wow.
Yes, so I have been in the legal industry for over 10 years now. Basically that is me.
Okay, so let's just get right into it. What does it take to become a paralegal? What I'm actually asking is the educational background of it. To say, okay, fine, I've gone to high school, I'm done with my matric. What route do I take in order for me to find myself in your position one day?
Okay. A very good question, actually, because I also receive that a lot from paralegal graduates and also those who want to pursue this career as a paralegal paralegal practice.
That's okay.
All right. So first of all, there is a definition of a paralegal by QCTO, and it states clearly that you can be a paralegal if you possess a paralegal qualification. It can be a diploma in law, it can be a 1-year paralegal course, and also you can also be deemed and classified as a paralegal by experience. So we have a lot of paralegals with over 10 years of experience, but they don't possess the qualification. So according to QCTO, then you are deemed and classified as a paralegal should you possess the experience. That is experience of you working in a law firm as a paralegal.
Okay.
Yes. So you are deemed and classified as a paralegal practitioner. So you can also be recognized as a paralegal by we have community-based paralegals.
Yes.
So there are paralegals who are based in a community. They don't necessarily possess the qualification, but they do have experience and they have the necessary training in legal practice, but in the paralegal context. So yes, it's those three. And also, I always advise paralegals that rather obtain your qualification. There's nothing wrong with enhancing your knowledge, even if you have 20 years experience, but you should also possess your qualification.
Okay. Right. Wow. Today I'm also learning. Believe it or not, I'm learning also. What is a community-based paralegal?
Okay. So a community-based paralegal is a paralegal that is placed at a community center. So normally community-based paralegals are paralegals that come from a certain community. It's either they grew up there or they have family there. So they are aware of the needs of the members of that specific community. So it can be that, let's say, for example, I'm from Mpumalanga, KwaMhlanga. So I grew up there. I know that we don't really have enough legal resources there. So hence, if someone wants a pro bono lawyer, for example, they will have to commute and go all the way to Pretoria in order to have access to the pro bono unit. So I would say I am a paralegal and I would like to establish a community center. So I will establish one in KwaMhlanga, in Mpumalanga, and then I will let the members of that community know that I am here for your legal needs. I am here to provide access to justice for you guys so that you don't have to go all the way to Pretoria, to Nelspruit, the LPC, in order for you to have, if you have any legal questions, we provide basic advice, basic legal advice. We refer members of the public to attorneys should they need legal representation, etc.
Oh, wow, that's interesting. So people actually do get a free lawyer. Okay. Somebody who knows about the law, a paralegal in the community to direct them if need be on their issues.
Exactly.
Okay, so the difference between a community paralegal and the one that is in a law firm in Sandton, what's the difference?
Okay, there is one specific difference. One is obviously employed by a private company, a private organization. And then the other one is employed by an NGO, right? Or it's either you are employed at that community-based center or you establish one yourself as a paralegal. So obviously you will be the director of that NGO, but it's a non-profit organization. So you are providing free services to the community. Yes.
Okay.
So they don't have to come to your center and pay a certain amount for you to assist them or for you to assist them navigate the legal system. So what you do is that you provide them free basic legal advice. You provide them free services should they need the aid of an attorney, a private lawyer. Then you are going to draft a referral letter. You brief the attorney, advising the attorney what this person needs assistance with, and then you go. Obviously, you must have a panel of attorneys that are within your center so that, they know that they are liaising with your community center. Yes.
It's very interesting to know. I wish a lot of communities, especially a lot of communities could have something like that.
Absolutely.
Especially remote villages, remote areas. They really do need that because some people have lost a lot of things because they do not know how the law protects them or they have been disadvantaged by not knowing the law. It's very interesting. I really wish there could be a lot more of community-based paralegals. I don't think we have so much in South Africa.
No,
we don't.
We don't.
I think it's necessary that we should get some.
Absolutely.
Now, can a paralegal ever mistakenly, urgently, appear in a court of law on behalf of their attorney? If their attorney is not available, can they be instructed to do that? Is it legal?
Absolutely not. That is illegal.
I don't want to call a paralegal a receptionist. So I'd just like to ask, what are the main functions of a paralegal in a law firm setup?
Okay, in a law firm, you'll basically be doing, it depends also on your job spec and what the attorney will advise you to do, right? So, but the main core practice of a paralegal that is employed within a law firm, they'll be doing your legal administration, legal research, legal drafting, client interviewing. And when I say client interviewing, I mean you consulting with the client and trying to obtain the necessary documents that are needed, like your FICA documents. Obviously, you'll need to make copies, etc. That is client interviewing, minute taking, in roundtable meetings. Yes, some paralegals are fortunate enough to go to court with the attorneys. When the attorney is going for trial, they will assist with that. And also, some paralegals, they actually are in the office. They don't leave the office.
So, just to make it clear, paralegals are not receptionists.
No, absolutely not. There's a difference.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Alrighty, I'm so relieved that today we've gotten the difference, because we just think, oh, okay, you're not the lawyer, so you are the supporting staff, that's it. But now that you have categorized for me, I would know that, okay, we do, like you would know in a law firm that we do have the attorney, we do have the candidate attorney, we have accounting staff, So we sort of like, you're not the lawyer, okay. You are
part of the rest.
You are part of, so now that we are able to differentiate, that's very very, very interesting for me. Is being a paralegal a very lucrative career? Because I'm asking this because a lot of people from the institution that I studied my LLB at, they want to jump into LLB, right? Okay, maybe their wish was to go there in the first place. Yeah. But most are jumping in there because you see posts saying, I graduated 2 years ago. I don't know whether I'm going or coming, blah, 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 you know? So I'm just trying to understand that is the market, is there, like, can people get jobs being a paralegal?
That's a very good question. And, you know, I really sympathize with paralegals who feel stuck because I've also been there where I had my paralegal qualification. It was literally under my mattress because I didn't know what to do with it. But, you know, I would say the reason for a delay in your paralegal career is that you are fresh from varsity and you don't have the necessary experience. And we have seen that, you know, when we see job advertisements, they want a paralegal with 3, 4, 5 years experience. So now how is one who is fresh from varsity, you know, they just obtained their diploma in law, they don't have the necessary experience, but, you know, obviously their chances of being employed are very slim. So now, I advise paralegals that even if you are done, you have completed your paralegal qualification, then rather go and volunteer at a law firm. Start by volunteering. You don't have to volunteer indefinitely. You can volunteer for a short period of time, maybe 3 to 6 months. That's if you have financial support. Obviously, we don't come from the same backgrounds. There are paralegals who they need money to commute to a certain law firm to go and work or provide their services by volunteering. So if you are in that position, then you should try to volunteer so that you get yourself in. Also, submitting your CV, it's not just about you sitting at home and putting it on PNet or wherever the case may be. You must go to court. Go to court, go and observe. That is where you meet your potential employers. That is where attorneys are. Draft a small summary of your CV and put it on the communications board in court. Once attorneys, they pass there, they can see that, oh, okay, I'm actually looking for a legal secretary. Let me just take a photo of, you know, this CV, etc. You must be out there. And it is a lucrative business because I think I'm living proof. I'm a testimony or an example because I'm a paralegal practitioner and I'm making a living. I'm not even in a rush to complete my LLB degree because I'm getting paid.
Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So just quickly going into your company now. Yo, guys, the food you guys post, ooh, I love it. Guys, yo, ukudla, yo, Thandi, I did LLB, but one day when it comes to Joburg, I'm coming for the food and to learn also because one day I might be an employer to a paralegal. I wouldn't even know how to treat them. I wouldn't even know, like now I'm learning. I wouldn't even know what to expect because I'll be like, hey, I have a will. No, this person can't draft a will without me. I have to do it. I have to do it. So I'll end up treating them like a receptionist. So I feel like your seminars are not only for paralegals. They are for people who are like somebody who just graduated LLB or who's a candidate attorney who's thinking I'm going to open a law firm. Instead of rushing to the law firm, come and learn about the support staff that's going to be around you. Because I feel like most of the people open a one-man show and when they get things, they start to drown. So they don't even know what to look for in a paralegal to say, okay, how is a paralegal supposed to make my life better? Now I'm learning from you to say, oh, they do research. Okay, that one is okay. I get it. Drafting. This person is going to draft a partnership. Okay, I'll check it. But I didn't know they can do that. I thought an attorney is the only person who's supposed to do that because they would know the clauses, the whatever that needs to be there. So yeah, I'm happy that a paralegal is not just a blumpot in the office. They're actually doing real work. So now you opened what is it called? I don't remember what's the name, but I do know that I always saw the seminars. I always saw the food. Food. You guys go to nice places.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. Please tell us a bit about your company.
Okay, so I have 2 companies, and I think there is a little bit of confusion within the 2 companies. So one is Senior Paralegal Consultants. That is the first company that I established as a paralegal. So I have worked, obviously I started by volunteering at a reputable law firm in Pretoria. So I honestly wasn't getting a salary, obviously. The attorney was still establishing his law firm. So he would pay me a stipend, but only when there is money within the firm. But luckily for me, I had financial support from my parents. So I would be able to commute to the office and learn as much as I could. So I studied part-time, and also I was able to go to work and learn and get the practical field of it. So I volunteered for a full year. But I was applying. So as I was applying, I was fortunate enough to get an interview at a law firm, but they work on the Consumer Protection Act and the POPI Act. So it was a beautiful experience, but it lasted for a year until I received a call that changed my life. It was the Law Society of the Northern Provinces. They called me for an interview, and my interview was successful. And I worked there for 6 years. And yeah, it's been my home. So I was a secretary, and then I got a promotion to work for the pro bono unit. So that is where I saw that I can actually work independently as a paralegal consultant, assisting members of the public, because I saw how much members of the public needed access to the justice system. And, somehow our system fails them. That is why we need paralegals in order to, there's too much volume at courts, for example, uncontested divorce matters, right? So if a paralegal can assist a member of the public with that, it pushes, matters that are on the roll. It just makes them quicker, So yeah, that is when I saw that I can definitely do this. So I went and I opened up an office. I took the risk. I resigned. And 3 months later, the business didn't go so well.
Oh my gosh.
Because I realized that I actually don't know how to draft. There is a lot in drafting. There's a lot that you need to know. You need to possess experience in drafting. The business closed down. 3 months later, I met an advocate, Advocate Bambo. He was also a legal lecturer. And he said, you know what? Come here and work for me, because I've seen you in court a few times. That is why I say, please go to court and, observe. If you are one who's passionate about the courts, then go and observe. You can observe criminal matters. You can observe divorce matters. And then you will start seeing familiar faces, And long story short, the advocate trained me. I did some of his work. And then that is when he said, now you are on your own. Go and execute what I taught you here. And now I started,
You reopened the company.
I did.
Okay.
So I reopened the same office and I started practicing, practicing as a paralegal. The first time I went to court as a paralegal, it was nerve-wracking. I was shaking because, if there's one attorney who asked me, so, hi, I'm starting to see your face in court. I'm like, thank you. He's like, are you an attorney? I'm like, no, I'm a paralegal. He's like, what is that? I'm like, you don't know what a paralegal is?
They don't know that. Oh gosh. Y'all don't know that. Hi, boo.
So I'm like, yeah, I'm a paralegal. And then he's like, so from which law firm are you? I'm like, I'm from Senior Paralegal Consultants and I'm here with my clients. And he's like, oh, okay. So obviously I'm not going to represent my clients, but I'm going to observe because I am the one who drafted their bundle. So that's me just going there, showing them that this is the court that you're going to attend. You must relax. Court can be overwhelming, but the magistrate, you refer to the magistrate as your worship, and he or she is going to ask you a few questions, and then the rest will just flow.
We need that practicing that you put there for us to say we address the magistrate or the judge as your worship, because as a CA, the mistakes that we see on TikTok, one day you're just gonna say my love, Nje. I'm telling you, you're just gonna say. We're gonna end up saying, because even from the pressure you get from the law firm, you just get there and say, hey, my bra, you trend, yo. All right, so what I've established so far is that paralegals offer support, and they are like teachers to public members who, people will say, I have rights. But they don't even know that the right goes with the consequence or how to apply the right. So that's what the paralegal does. Okay, so you guys can brief attorneys, and I can come to your company as me to say, he doesn't want me anymore. What do I do? I can do that.
Of course, you can do that, yes. So you will come to my paralegal practice and you will obviously let me know what the problem is. Should I see that this matter is not within the paralegal context? Remember, it is a criminal offense, firstly, to portray yourself as an attorney. So you must let your client know that you are not an attorney, you are a paralegal. So I can only assist you with legal drafting. And, I will obviously go the route of going to issue in court so that you get a case number, and then I'll liaise with the sheriffs, so that if there's one that needs to be served, then obviously they're going to be served accordingly. I will go back and I will set down your matter. So basically, I'll be the one doing the runarounds for a member of the public who is maybe employed and doesn't have all the time to do that, etc.
And this is a paid service. I just want to make it clear.
Absolutely, 100%.
I don't want anybody inboxing you saying, you said, hey, paid service.
Yes,
but
it is.
It's a lot more affordable. I don't want to say cheaper. It's a lot more affordable than going to a lawyer firsthand.
Absolutely.
If you're a member of a public. Because when you come, LLB. We've got anger from LLB. So when you come, I'm going to say 1.6 per hour, excluding VAT.
Imagine.
All right. So you can contact senior consultants. They're everywhere. Even if you put on Google, you'll find her. Like, you guys are everywhere. That's what I like.
Thank you.
You can, if you're a member of the public, I always get people who say, Confi, my other name is Confidence. Confi, maintenance 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I can't give free legal advice. Me, I want money. Go to the paralegal. Paralegals will be cheaper.
Yes.
Like, there's a lady that will be more affordable. Sorry. There's a lady that I helped out with a maintenance issue. And it was a very simple thing. That is when I learned to appreciate the beauty of my education. It was on a live TikTok, and she was talking about how the maintenance is not going well. Hey, this person doesn't. Hey, this person, I can't find them. I'm like, no, it's very easy. Find their employer. You know where they work? If the company's got a subsidiary in Joburg, go there. They will have that person's details. Go there, explain nicely to the receptionist. If they feel that, no, Poppy Act and stuff, it's okay, fine. Go to the maintenance court, come back with a letter from there to say you are looking for this person. That is authority. Explain at court that I can't find this person, but I know the company they work under. I need to go find their information, and they're refusing to help me because of the Poppy Act. The maintenance officer will write something for you to be able to do that. She did that, and this took a month, right? In the second month, she called me, thank you so much. I'm getting my maintenance, even the backward one. And I told her, every slip that you have, if you've lost them, start from today. Food, clothes, each and everything. put it together. And this is the information that you'll be doing with a paralegal, right? Put it together. Put everything together. The WhatsApp messages of you reaching out, screenshot. I know that it says it's not admissible in court. It will not be serve as a real evidence, but it shows that you have tried to reach out. You've tried to reach out. She did that. And when she called me in a month to say, hi, Sisi, I'm so grateful, blah, 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 blah. I was happy, ne?
Yes.
I was happy. It was this year. Early this year. I was happy. Oh, okay, the education is working. But after a week, I was like, no, man, this is a consultation. I want my money. But anyway, I'm happy for her. So I just wanna outline that paralegals work in the same fashion that I would have worked. And for me, if I am an admitted attorney, after writing the exam I wrote today for estates, I'm not gonna play with you. So go to a senior consultant, because sometimes you guys would give recourse that does not require a lawyer.
Of course.
Yeah,
Yes. Basically, that is what we do.
Yeah.
Yes.
So people need to learn that paralegals, they may not be attorneys who are admitted in the high court, but they can give you direction that will be more affordable. If this person had went to a lawyer, the lawyer would have maybe wanted to handle it themselves. And that's money to say, okay, to be the one to say, okay, we are going where, we are doing this, we are talking to the magistrate, we are doing whatever. Okay, instead of advising the way I advised, to say, go to the subsidiary of that company and ask for this person. If you know where they work, they will check on the system. That person, somebody else would have said, I have my own PI, charge you for it. You see? So paralegals, if you do not need to go to court, go to a paralegal.
Absolutely.
Go to a paralegal. The paralegal will tell you whether you are going to court or not. That's right. You spoke about drafting. Can you give me an example of papers that you guys draft so that the attorneys and the future bosses on my channel can learn that they need a paralegal, not a receptionist only. They need a paralegal.
Yes. Sure. We draft a lot of documents, and also it depends what field or specialization you are working in. For example, I'm in the collection space, and I'm also in your family law space. So in the collection space, I'll obviously be drafting handover letters, Section 129, summonses, requests for default judgments, etc. So obviously, if a paralegal doesn't know what a Section 129 is, what a summons is, or what a summons look like, then it's going to be a problem. So obviously, if there is a paralegal who...
Because I don't know the section.
Oh, God. It's okay. No. It's okay because the law is broad.
Yes.
The law is so broad. So obviously, we have... general legal practitioners. Those are attorneys who specialize in almost everything. And then we have the specialized ones. We have your conveyancers, which is a speciality on its own.
Yes.
We have notaries. We have your divorce lawyers. So that is why something of that nature happened in court where an attorney was taking on a divorce matter that was, I think he's now starting to merge into family law. But all along, I think he was doing RAF matters. So obviously, he will need a little bit of assistance here and there. And the best person who can assist is actually a paralegal. So in his bundle, he didn't have a deed of settlement. And, the magistrate was asking, but where is the deed of settlement? And he did say, no, I'm sorry, Your Worship, but this is my first divorce matter, so please just take it easy with me, etc., etc. So it's okay if you don't know, a Section 129, because that's a different field of specialization. Perhaps you know others that I may not know because I've never specialized in that specific field of specialization. So yeah, we draft a lot. Attorneys will come to my office and they will ask me, I have a backlog I'm working on a backlog and I need to set down these matters before court goes on recess, for example. So depending on the volume of the backlog that the law firm has, I will go to the law firm, see what it is that needs to be done in each file, and then I will let the attorney know that I will need a good 2 months in order to finalize all of these matters. So once I'm done with that, I will give the attorney a report on those files, and I will say, this one is set down for the 22nd of April. This one is set down for May. This one is set down for such, et cetera, et cetera. So obviously I would have done the whole process of going to issue, getting case numbers, and I will take them to the sheriff so that the sheriff can serve on the defendant. And then I will go back to court. They will set down the matters. And that's when I provide the attorney with a report that these are the dates you're going to appear in court. Obviously, he or she is going to appear. So if I would be your paralegal, I'll be doing all of that administration. Once I'm done, then I let you know that, madam, you have to go to court and appear on such and such a date. This file, it's for the 30th. This file for the 24th, etc.
I love it. I love it because drafting.
Yeah. Attorneys don't like to draft, honestly. So even if the printer is broken, they wouldn't even know how to fix the printer.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for calling us out, because even before I'm to become an admitted attorney, drafting. Yo, and it's work because this is a legal document. You can't say yo about it. You need to make sure that it's up to the T, and this is exactly what your company does. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes.
I like it. So, my name is Sagwadi Wagarabutla, right? Mm-hmm. I want to come to your seminar for the food. I just want to make it clear. I want to come to the seminar for the food. But I also have a team of my people. Mm-hmm. I've got groups also who are doing diploma in law.
Nice.
I want them to come there. They must be inside these things. I've seen you go to KZN. Mm-hmm. I think I've seen Joburg also, or Pretoria. I don't know which one was it. But I just wanna know what kind of people are to be there. Nina Nyasfaga, and I'm putting myself. But what type of people do you want to be there?
Okay. So it's anyone who is interested in the legal career, be it that you want to become a paralegal or you're already a paralegal, you want to explore more of paralegal practice, perhaps you want to change, you want to become a freelance paralegal instead of just being a paralegal who is placed or who is working at a law firm. So definitely you can come and learn more of freelancing. Freelancing is you running your own paralegal practice. It's not easy.
How? I thought we were waking up at 11. Like I'm the boss.
Ways.
I'm the boss.
No ways, because especially if you have a volume of attorneys that you're working for, you also have advocates who need you to draft.
Yeah, those ones draft.
Yes, the advocates draft a lot. If there are advocates who trust you enough with their spreadsheets, their invoices, then obviously you will have a lot of work. If you're also assisting members of the public, you won't sleep, honestly. But yeah, it sustains your lifestyle.
I like that part.
You will be a cash buyer.
All right. Because somewhere in my inboxes I saw, do you need us to pay this? I'm like, yo, yes, these are my people. But you work for it. That's the point. You
absolutely.
work for it. Please tell our viewers on your camera. Tell our viewers what is, you said you've already told us what is required for them to be there. Just brief them on what happens in the seminar.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to attend a seminar and you're not sure if it's worth spending your money, our seminars, we discuss all things paralegal related. Very important things such as, are we recognized? what it is that you can do as a paralegal and what can't you do. Obviously, right now, we do have recognition. However, we just don't have statutory recognition. It's important for you to know as a paralegal, who is your regulatory body? Do you have a regulatory body? Because we know that the Legal Practice Council is the one that governs attorneys and advocates. However, paralegals, what is happening there? That is something that you will learn at our seminar. Obviously, you will network with other paralegals who are successful. We are connecting. Paralegals are connecting. We know each other. We work with each other. You know, it's surprising because when I meet paralegals who have attended seminars, they will give me a review and they will say, no, I'm working with Stella. Do you remember Stella? Yes, we established our own paralegal practice and this is what we are doing.
And the way you guys are glowing there's no way there's money. There's no way there is money. You can't glow like that just for camera. Even, there's this glow. Even if you put on makeup, if it's not there, it's not there. But the ones that I see there, shame.
No, yes.
There's money that you work for. I feel like this paralegal career, people, they've put it aside a bit. It's like, it's there, but people don't see the huge impact that it could have. I only saw it on your page to say, this thing is serious, ne? This person is not a PA. What does this person do? What does this person do? And I am glad that you were able to join us today. If I want to come to your seminars, I know you put posters, but there are those people who are like my students. Those people are students. They would like to come. They're going to take from their nefses and put together and come. They'll come to the nearest to you. Where do you start? How much is it? What is your package? If I know that you do it for different reasons,
right?
But for somebody who's saying, okay, I'm gonna attend the first one and the second one, a beginner and all that, what happens? How much is it?
Okay, so our tickets are 500 rand. Yes, just
there in that beautiful hotel.
Absolutely. So our tickets are 500 rand per person, and we advise that come with your CV so that we get everything done there, right? Because remember, we also have SA Paralegal Practical Training Institute. That is where we train paralegals on how to become a paralegal, how to excel in a law firm. Paralegals who underwent practical training, they are different from other paralegals because now if they go to an interview and they will advise an attorney or whoever will be interviewing them that, look, I can do a divorce on my own from the beginning to the end. So all that you'll be doing as an attorney is that obviously as per the LPC, an attorney is supposed to receive instruction directly from the client.
Yes.
So obviously the attorney is going to be the one to consult with the client, and then once he or she is done, gives the paralegal a file, run with this matter, and then the paralegal is the one that's going to draft everything. Obviously the attorney is going to brief the paralegal that this matter, this is what's happening, and then the paralegal, once he or she is done, is going to advise the attorney that you are going to appear on such and such a day. It gives attorneys a chance to go and get clients out there, rather than sitting in the office and drafting, and try and going to, okay, we do have messengers, but try to kill two birds with one stone.
What's ringing in my head when we are talking? That now I already see myself doing instructions in a restaurant because I don't have to do anything else. For me, it's to just make sure the robe is ready for show.
Absolutely.
That's for me. That's what I'm supposed to do. And when I hear you when you say we need to go and source more clients, but I already see that the exhaustion that attorneys complain about, I will not have it because I'm not drafting. 4:00 in Yashais, I'm going home. It's knock-off time. The paralegal is doing the 24-hour thing. I'm not doing it.
Yes.
So paralegals are very important. So lawyers who don't have paralegals and they are always complaining about being fatigued, being tired, listen, Thandi's here. Just go Google senior consultants, then you're going to find her. They're going to make your life a lot more easier. They're going to make your life a lot more easier. If you are a member of a public with a maintenance issue like I had, with an issue with divorce, there's somebody else with an issue on divorce, they came to me. I don't know. I don't want to say I'm mean. I just want to say the degree was hard. I want money. So it is very affordable to talk to a paralegal than to talk to me.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because a paralegal, I'm just going to say, do you have money for a lawyer? And you say no. I'm like, okay, go to legal aid. I won't tell you, when you get to legal aid, this is what you must do. This is where you must go. This is, the paralegal is going to hold your hand until you see that the legal aid attorneys do work.
Absolutely.
They do work, but they need people like Thandi, senior paralegals. Even if she, let's say she hands over the job to a junior, that junior is under her wing. Your work will go faster. So if you want to undergo divorce, you are struggling with the public lawyer. People always say the public lawyers, they're not working, referring to legal aid for divorce matters. You're struggling with maintenance and you feel like you're stuck. Instead of braiding your hair, put that money together, go to a paralegal. They will fast track things for you.
Absolutely.
But if you come to a private attorney, that is where your divorce will take 20 years, because I'll be saying 1.6 excluding VAT. Look away. And look away. And that is an hour. It's not even a flat rate. I saw your certificate online. I've been stalking you. Love it. Love stalking you. I saw your certificate. It was blue. It was written ghost what? I don't know what that achievement is for.
Yes, ghost practice.
What's that?
Okay, so there's a system that law firms or attorneys use. In fact, they use different systems. So there is ghost practice. Sure, it's a lot. There's a lot that you do on ghost practice. That's why we undertake training so that we can be able to navigate that particular system. We have your Excalibur. Excalibur is used also. It's a legal system that is used. You know, we now have court online. We need to issue there. It's made our life easy. You don't have to go to court now and issue, you know. That's the High Court. You are going to issue online. You just draft your documents, scan them, and attach them on court online, etc., etc. So, yeah, it's a legal system. Ghost practice is just like the rest. Paralegals, obviously, they will need training on that one because you can't just access it and then you start working.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So we've spoken a lot about those ones. You've made it clear that even if people have experience, please just run over to UNISA part-time and do your diploma just to have certification. I'm just a girl from Khagapani. The least that I can do is to become a legal receptionist. I can still come to you to be trained, right?
Absolutely. I mean, we train our paralegals and then upon completion, we place them. Even paralegals who come to our seminars, they come with their CVs and we place them. So that's why I post paralegals who provide us with their reviews that I got the job. You know, they go. I was with, I think, 5 paralegals who went for an interview. I took them there. I said, guys, let's go. And remember what it is that I taught you. Remember what it is that I told you. They're getting jobs. And what I love is that attorneys are also coming to play. You know, they are sending their, emails to say, wow, ever since you placed this paralegal in my law firm, they're working wonders. I have so much peace of mind, I don't struggle anymore. They are independent paralegals. They can work independently, but obviously under my instruction as an attorney, etc., etc.
Yo, I'm just starting to wonder, baby, don't we have my CV in the car? Because this lady is placing people. Maybe we can jigga this LLB thing for now. And because the main thing, remember, whatever we do for passion, right? Yes. And the main thing, the thing at the bottom of LLB is always to help the community. Then we grow and we become but very proper instructions for criminal matters. You know what I mean, right? And we become these people who are not the ones helping the communities. But I love how your seminars and your programs help people to actually get jobs. And you teach people that, okay, fine, here's the alternative. If you are not finding the jobs with interviews, in the meantime, become this. Do this. Because even though it's an NGO, somebody will come back to you and say, you know what, thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah. And even those who are running NGOs who are community advice paralegals, community centers, they should also apply for funding.
Oh, there's also funding. To run the place. Also
absolutely. Yeah, once you have worked in that community for a good year or a few months, start applying for funding. There are investors out there who can see what you're doing. I mean, I believe even Mr. Ronald Lamola himself can see that, no, this community-based center, it's actually doing wonders for this community, you know. They are providing, during Wills Week, during gender-based violence, they are also, you know, paralegals are also educators of human rights.
Yeah, that's what I like. That's what I love about it, because most of attorneys, I'm not trying to say anything about us. I'm just anything wrong about it. I'm just saying that we profit. We are looking at profit. Yeah. So we will do criminal procedure, criminal law, civil procedure.
Absolutely.
We will forget that actually the law doesn't even start in court. It doesn't start in the city. It starts in the village. Wrongful arrest is in the village. Somebody does not know that they were wrongfully arrested by somebody because they took their girlfriends and something can be done about that.
Absolutely.
They don't know that you can be taught. And I absolutely love your program. I think it's mind-blowing, and I think I'm just going to coerce. I just want to be coerce my people to come, because somebody said today in a comment on my YouTube to say, diploma in law is a waste of time.
Oh, shame. Not even.
You know, there's a friend of mine, Ndibu, she knows that my replies, they come with fire. I have to hold myself to say, how can somebody say this about? They said that. They said, no, diploma, it's a waste of time. Diploma in law. Like there's some people who do not qualify to get into LLB immediately.
Yes,
they have to do the diploma or the higher certificate. And I was speaking in terms of transitioning from diploma in law to LLB to say, okay, you can apply before finishing or apply after finishing. They may take you. But it doesn't mean that if you have completed that diploma in law, you cannot be lucrative from it.
Absolutely.
And I wanted to dispel that. That's why I was like, good, Thandi is coming today. And I saw the comment today. And, you know, I don't have nice words. When you say negative things, I don't have them. I held myself. I typed and deleted. Type and delete. Because I was just like, what do you mean? There's not even a higher certificate in law is useless. There's nothing in law that is useless.
Absolutely.
Because we are all moderated by the law. Everything stems from the law. But just for the very, very last time, before we close for today, thank you so much for coming through. I really do appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I know she made it possible. You're so busy. You're very busy. And you are busy changing lives. I know you're busy also making money for yourself, but you're changing lives. People don't know. You see what we've done here today, ne? A lot of people wanted this on my. They had stuck with their diploma like, okay, Senzan. They don't know what to do next. They feel that I got it for 3 years. What am I gonna do? So that is why I keep on making you repeat to tell us about the seminars. Take me to cinema. Take me to cinema. This man does not take me to cinema. Why am I keeping? But just on closing, if you could just, as you've already said that it does a lot of things, you educate, you even place people. If you are done with your diploma, it's during your diploma, they must come to you because you train. Please tell them Your cinemas? Yo.
No, we should go to a cinema after this.
I deserve to go to a cinema. I deserve to go there. Okay, the seminars, the training, how to get hold of you.
Okay, so you can get a hold of me on. I'm very active on my cell phone, honestly. Can I say out the number?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It's 071 580 5559. 071 580 5559. I'm a phone call away, and I'm also reachable on WhatsApp. And also, we are on our socials. That's TikTok, and we are on Instagram. And also, Tebi, my colleague, you can also reach out to Tebi. I'm sure some of you are familiar with her. But yeah, the number that I just gave you now, it's definitely a number where you'll get a hold of us.
To do everything. And then
absolutely everything.
On Instagram, I can find you guys and see when is the upcoming event.
Yes.
Okay. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a screenshot of your Instagram and put it on my socials to say, students, each and every person, even the ones without the qualification, if you want to start by learning, they actually train you there and give you this certificate. It's blue. My favorite color is blue. That's why I think it's cute. They give you a certificate. You can, even if you don't have the degree or the diploma or the certificate, it's okay. You can still take that, right? And say, you know what, boss, I'm willing to learn. I was taught this. If I get this job, I'll enroll myself for the diploma.
Absolutely. You don't need to possess the qualification, especially if you want to study towards your paralegal qualification. Come to a seminar and see whether this is for you or not. Because otherwise, don't go and waste your money studying towards a paralegal and you feel that when it comes to practice, you're like, no ways. An attorney giving me so much work. No, this is not for me. So rather attend a seminar, get to know about the profession and see whether it is for you or not.
This has been very, very fruitful. I really, really did enjoy this. I learned. I know it might be unbelievable to say, but you say you have. I learned. I thought that these people, they're just there for Instagram pictures. These people, they're there to answer the phone. I didn't know that you guys drafted. The golden thing I'm taking from here, my beautiful colleagues.
Yes.
They draft. Run there. And it's always affordable to go see a paralegal before you go see an attorney. I'm not trying to drive business away, but it's always cost effective because they give you the straight direction to say, when you get to an attorney, this is what you need. They even go to the attorney for you.
Absolutely.
And that's why I love it. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. My name is Sagwadi Wakarabutla, aka Mrs. Maposa. I'll see you on the next one.
Isn't that nice?